everyone, it's Sharonda from Pair Wait, and today I'm going to be reviewing Pose Season 3, Episode 1, On the Run. It is the Season 3 premiere of Pose, and I'm happy to break down tonight's episode. So we see that we're in 1994. The police are basically raiding all of the sex shops, places where the LGBT community frequents. This is Mayor Giuliani, Rudy Giuliani, yes, that same one, who is basically saying that they're going to shut down all of these spots because we're at one of the height of the AIDS, HIV epidemic in the world right now. There's so many people that are still dying, and so this is their response. We're shutting this place down. When the lecturer is like, "What is the meaning of this?" and the police is like, "We're shutting this place down because you're making everyone sick," and I was just like, "Sir, how? Explain it to me. Delve into it more. Like, just this is, I'm not even gonna get started. I said I wasn't gonna get mad. I got mad when I saw it, but I digress, okay? I digress. But you know he was wrong. You know he wrong. But, so we see that, they're basically shutting down establishments like this. I love how Electra is like, I'm sick of that Mayor Giuliani. And we also see that as we get into the ballroom scene, House of Evangelista, they have been missing from action, okay? Everyone has gone their separate ways. They have their different lives. They're all still family. They stay in contact with one another. But there is a new house on the scene, honey. Lamar started a house of kind. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Baby, House of Con was killing it. I was really happy to see, I think her name is Lena Bloom, and also too Deshaun Wesley, who, you know, he was like the MC on a couple episodes for Pose, but he's the MC for the Ballroom show, Legendary on HBO Max. But I was like, House of Con was slaying, okay? They were slating, okay? But Lamar, let me talk about your disrespectful mouth. First, I want to give you props, though, because you were slain in this episode. But I do want to talk about your disrespectful mouth. When you were talking about Damon, keep Damon out your mouth. Like Blanca said, keep Damon out your mouth, okay? Before you get karate chopped. But the way that Blanca's going to come for him, when he was talking about her son, I was just like, don't do it to yourself. Don't do it. But so he kind of alludes to that Damon has this drinking problem, that he's basically been in the bars, losing his mind. I don't know necessarily what happened. Is this a result of really the breakdown in the relationship between Damon and Ricky when Ricky went to go be with Pray Tell? But I don't know. But it seems that Damon is going through a tough time. But I need to talk about Pray Tell for a moment because he was so out of pocket while he was at this ball. But the way when he said it reminds me when Lena's character, I don't know what her name is on there, but when she walked down the runway and he was just like, it reminds me of an Angel Evangelista, and Angel looked at him like, what? He was like, oops, I meant to use my inside voice. I was just like, you were being messy, and I am here for this messiness. I was totally here for it. But we see that Pray Tell's going through a tough time right now. We see that he's dealing with alcoholism. We don't know if this is a result to him just going through a depression from being diagnosed with HIV. I'm not sure, but we just see that he's having a tough time. When we see him in the beauty counter, when he's doing the fragrances, when she was giving a nice little pitch, I was like, Pray Tell, I would have bought something for you, baby. But now he was drinking at work. It's so bad that he's drinking at work now, showing up to funerals, drunk as a skunk, smelling like he drunk. The council was just like, oh no, baby, what is going on with you? And so Pray Tell is really having a hard time dealing with not only his own fatality, but also too with seeing so many of the people that come up in the ballrooms, people that he knows, continuously die from this epidemic that is happening in the community. And so he basically comes up with a decision that he's going to quit ballroom. He's not going to MC anymore. And then I was just like, now Pray Tell, I'm here for you trying to live for what moments you have left. But sorry, I'm not going to watch nobody else do the MCing instead of you. What were you thinking? I'm not understanding. However, we see that most importantly, Pray Tell and Ricky are still together. Now, I don't know about you guys. I've never been okay with this relationship. I mean, Ricky's a child. I'm all about you getting yours, but something don't sit right in my spirit about this relationship, especially since Damon and Ricky just seem so great with one another. I understand that Ricky and Pray Tell, they have something, a bond that really Ricky and Damon would never be able to have, but it's just something that doesn't sit well in my spirit. But you can see that the relationship essentially on the rocks. Pray Tell's attitude, his drinking, is too much for Ricky. He doesn't feel as though that he's being appreciated in the relationship and everything that he's bringing to the table. And even how Pray Tell argues with him, like, your young generation. Okay, well, baby, if you got a problem with the young generation, then what you smashing me for? Oh, right. You didn't have a problem with the young generation with all that. Okay? I'm just saying. So, we see that also, too, we see that Blanca is in a great place. I want to talk about my girl Blanca because I was really excited for Blanca. So Blanca's in this great place. You know why? Because Blanca's got a man. Christopher. That man is beautiful. Just beautiful. I'm sorry. I say I'm not objectifying people no more. But that man is beautiful. I said, Blanca, you better. Okay? Talking about finna make you some pancakes from scratch? You making you laying it down so good, Blanca, that he making pancakes from scratch? Ma'am, and he a doctor? And he a doctor too? Encouraging Blanca, pouring into Blanca, telling Blanca that she's a beautiful woman that she is. It touched my soul seeing him ask Blanca to meet his parents, that he loves Blanca. Just seeing Blanca in a healthy relationship because Blanca deserves it all and then some. I just want to see Blanca happy this season. I want to see Blanca get her flowers. I want to see her get everything that she absolutely deserves. So I'm totally here for this whole relationship between him and Chris. And I love that he was helping her pick out clothes for meeting the parents. I just want the best. I know that's not going to come without conflict because you know how they do. We can't ever just have 100% happiness in TV. But I really hope that they work out for the long run because I'm totally here for seeing Jeremy Pope even more on screen. Okay? Yes, more shirts. I said I'm not going to do it, Lord. I said I ain't going to objectify him. No, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing it. But I'm here for it. But Blanca, not a watch party for OJ. Blanca had a whole watch party for OJ. This is during the OJ car chase. I love the discussions that they're having about this from Angel saying who is OJ when Blanca calls her to Pray Tell, speaking truth about respectability, okay? Because especially talking about how OJ in his career, he was beloved by white people, started thinking that he was white. They started seeing him not as a black man until he so-called allegedly murdered his wife, and that's when he became black again. And so I really love that dialogue of Pray Tell spitting nothing but facts. I know Pray Tell was drunk, but a sober man's talk is a drunk man's talk is a sober man's thought. So Pray Tell was still spitting truth. But when Electra said that she had a man who bought season tickets to OJ's games and she got uninvited because OJ kept staring at her, I was like, Electra, you know what? I'm here for it. I just want to have the mustard seed of confidence that Electra has, okay? But when she also said that he was innocent, I remember being a child and like black people all over the world was like, he is innocent. Like he doesn't need to go to jail. It's just crazy how times change and how everyone probably thinks so differently now from how we felt in the 90s when all of this was going on. But the fact that she turned into a whole watch party, like a whole dinner party with drinks and food. I was like, that's peak black people right there. That's peak colored people right there. That's us. That's what we do. We gonna make something out of nothing, okay? We're gonna turn anything we can into a holiday. But we see that Blanca spends a lot of time in the hospital. This is where she has her job. She's thinking about going to nursing school, doesn't really feel sure about herself. But I love how we see at the end of the episode that she actually goes and applies. She's not only being supported by her peers at work, but she's being supported by her man, Christopher, who looks out for her and encourages her. But we see that Cubby is sick, y'all. I was like, y'all just couldn't let us live for a whole hour of television without killing somebody. So Cubby is basically dying from AIDS. And I love the conversation when, Blanca is trying to convince Cubby to talk to family and Cubby's mom, and basically Cubby's like, I don't want to see her. And then Blanca was like, you can't even see. And I was like, Lord, I know I shouldn't laugh at this, but I did laugh. There's a small percent chance that I'm going to hell, but because Cubby laughed too, maybe I'm not going to go to hell for laughing at that, but I was just like, I can't. But you know what I really couldn't do? I love that the entire family, Cubby's entire family showed up in the hospital. But Lamar, can we talk about Lamar? Because Lamar, Cubby auditioned for House of Khan and you wouldn't let Cubby in? Like, when that happened with Pray Tell, like, I don't know if it was Blanca or Pray Tell who came for Lamar after that. I was ready to fight, okay? I went to go grab my Vaseline and put it on because I was ready to scrap because I was just like, wow, you really did that to Lamar. But we see that they end up challenging House of Khan to a ball. You know, this basically plays into Blanca's idea. She wanted to get the House of Evangelista back together so they could spend more time together. But they end up walking this ball. And I'm not going to lie, y'all. I felt like they did House of Khan a little bit dirty. But I understand that we're supposed to rock with the House of Evangelista. But I'm just saying, just for a couple, not all of them, they won a couple of those categories. But Electra killed it. I ain't gonna lie. Electra killed it. It was nice seeing Damon and Ricky back. It was great seeing everyone, but it was a great ball. It was a great challenge. However, House of Khan was not having it. But can we talk about House of Khan coming for the council? Because when they won the first ball at the beginning of the episode, they basically showed up at their meeting and basically jumped them for their money. I was just like, so we jumping people now, Lamar? Like, that's what you're doing now. You jumping people now. Like, what is the youth doing in these days? But when they play Tootsie Roll, I ain't gonna lie, I start twerking like, come on, let's all let me see the Tootsie Roll. Remember I told y'all the music was good. I forgot how great the music was in the 90s, but when they played Tootsie Roll, I couldn't even pay attention to the scene because I was dancing the entire time. I was totally here for it. And I still can't believe that they was really throwing cakes and all type of stuff. I was like, so are they not going to jail? Because they just destroyed your whole place. Like, are they going to pay you for all of that? What is going to happen? I don't necessarily know. But we see that Angel is having a hard time right now. Angel not booking the shows that she used to book. She's not booking these jobs. But I love seeing Poppy. He run his own agency. But Angel, why did you think Papa was going to cheat on you? You know that man love your dirty draws, okay? He love everything about you. Why would you think that Poppy would really mess this up and cheat on you? I didn't understand Angel. So I don't know what she's going through. I know she's going through a tough time because she feels like she's not as desirable. I don't know if that's just spilling over to her own insecurities with Poppy. I'm not sure, but I know what I'm sure of. You need to stay away from Lulu. Because the fact that Lulu got you smoking crack cocaine, that's a problem, honey. Even when they Pray Tell went in the room with them and they told him what it was, he said, oh, hell no, I can do my drinking. But this right here, no, ma'am, I'm not doing it. So I don't know what's going to happen. I just thought it was really weird, especially since, you know, you were literally addicted to cocaine for a whole season. You saw how that turned out for you. So I don't know what's going to happen, especially when Poppy finds out. But I don't know. But we see essentially, everyone's in different places right now. I love the whole backdrop of the OJ thing happening in the background, but I love that they're continuing to shed the light on what was happening with the HIV and AIDS epidemic that was happening, especially in Black and brown communities and LGBT communities, and really how the government, how the healthcare system, how they really use this to further alienate these groups of people. And I'm happy that they're continuing to shed light on this. You know what, I'm gonna keep that last comment to myself. I said I ain't gonna get into the politics of it all, but y'all know what I was about to say. But I was really happy with this episode. I think it's a great way to start it off, to show us where everyone is at. Pray Tell is a hot mess, so I don't know what's gonna happen, but they need to get Pray Tell absolutely the heck together. But I really enjoyed this episode. Music on point, everybody looked good. Blanca looked good. Her man looked good too. Okay, I said I was gonna stop. I'm sorry, but yeah, let me know in the comment section below, how did you feel about Cubby? R.I.P. Cubby. It was too much. Lamar's too much too. Let me know in the comment section below, what did you think about the episode 1 season 3 premiere? Those are my thoughts on Pose season 3 episode 1 on the run. As always, my name is Sharonda from Payroll Waits, and if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit that notification bell. And I love you guys 3000, and until I see you again.